Look at that guy staring at the camera. In this video, actually both of them, he's not very subtle, the cameraman. He's working on that. But, so what I want to talk about in this video is how making yourself unavailable, how showing a willingness to walk away makes women chase you sometimes aggressively. Like in this video, you're going to see these girls talk about taking out their tits and flashing me. And things of that nature. And it just shows how powerful it is to have the buyer frame, the frame that I'm not sure if I'm interested in you. I might just walk away at any moment. I might leave at any moment. I'm not convinced that I like you or that I want to sleep with you or anything like that. So let's check out the footage.
Alright, sorry to interrupt. I just want to say you look absolutely radiant tonight.
Me?
Yeah.
Show her tits. Show your tits. Show her.
No, don't show your tits.
Show your tits.
I can use my...
Two things. One is I've been lately trying different openers, really for just YouTube videos, but saying instead of you look cute, saying you look radiant or you look elegant or you look pulchritudinous. That one I don't recommend. But using different types of openers, using fancier words. And I have found that the reactions are a little bit better doing that just because, and my theory is it's because girls aren't used to hearing those things. They're used to hearing you're cute, but they're not used to hearing you're elegant. So it makes you stand out. It gets their attention more than something that they've heard many, many times. So very simple technique you can use.
Imagination. I can use my imagination. Look, if I'm married, if I wasn't married, it'd be all over you. Like what on rice? Thank you. Thank you. If I wasn't married, it'd be all over you. But I just had to say, just for the compliment itself, that you're very attractive.
Is your wife here?
Is your wife here? I mean, the way she's saying it, the implication being clearly, if she's not here, she doesn't really matter. If she's not here, she's not relevant. I mean, you're in Vegas. Just have a good time. That's the subtext of what she's saying. So if I approach a girl and I'm not interested, I'll come up with some excuse as to why I have to leave that is nice, that isn't mean. So I'll say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm married, but if I wasn't. Or I'll say, I'm actually gay, but if I wasn't. And that's a polite way to get out of the conversation. However, what I found is if I say something like, oh, I'm actually gay, I'm sorry. Some girls will, one girl last week, she started just touching me. She started like grabbing me and she's like, I don't think you're that gay. Like, you're not that gay. Like, what are you up to? Like, what are you doing right now? She said that. And that was her reaction to me making myself unavailable. And you're seeing another example of that here.
Irrelevant. I'm not a cheater.
Why? I know.
Good man.
But I'm just saying, is your wife here though?
No. I'm here for work.
So you've been here by yourself?
I'm here for work. I am a ghostwriter.
Ghostwriter. What's your name?
Avery.
Avery?
What are you looking down at?
These people, come on, let's get some social awareness. They don't realize something important is happening. They're blocking the shot. Ugh.
How old are you?
29.
20? I'm 24. I would have guessed you were
Well,
like
if I were Mormon.
Also, keep in mind, the friend is now showing a lot of interest. She's chasing me pretty aggressively. Why is that? Because I gave her other friend the attention initially, and that's a way for her to get involved, to fill that vacuum, basically. It's competitiveness.
I could have multiple wives. It'd be on. Avery.
Avery.
I already said.
I'm drunk as fuck.
Me too.
I'm more of a stoner, so
If I were a Mormon.
I'm sorry, I keep looking
Keeps looking down.
How long have
Okay, so here, the girl that I initially approached, so not the friend that's talking, but the other girl, she keeps looking down literally at my crotch, like noticeably multiple times. And by the way, when something like that happens, call her out on it, right? It's only going to add to the sexual attention. It's only going to help. But she's literally doing that, like blatantly. Sadly, the camera angle you can't see, but it's just like obvious. I don't know if I've ever seen, like, sometimes I'll go in Captain Underpants for Halloween, and then girls will do that. But I've never seen that happen when I'm wearing normal clothes. Literally just looking right there, blatantly, multiple times.
3 years.
well, how many?
3 years.
You don't want a kiss?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Okay, later.
I don't even remember that when I was there. She said, do you want to kiss? Right? Do you want to kiss? She literally said that. So again, just look how this girl, not really my type. So I was just approaching, it wasn't the busiest night, so I was just approaching to socialize and have fun. But I say I'm married, and her friend is like interrogating me about like how committed am I in this relationship. And then the girl looks at my crotch multiple times, blatantly, and then says, do you want to kiss? And that's all I did. And this kind of thing, it does happen to me a lot. Not necessarily because I say I'm married, but just because I always leave space to make the girl think I'm willing to walk away. There's a million ways you can do that. One way is to actually say that you have a girlfriend. I mean, it's not the most honest way, but it does work. Or to basically qualify her. So one simple way to do that would be ask what's her sign. Every girl is interested in astrology. And then say you're not compatible, right? Tease her about the lack of compatibility. That shows a willingness to walk away.
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, later.
But soon. But like, if I wasn't married, we'd be having kids.
Okay.
Just had to let you know.
I know. You got any kids?
You have a great night.
And there you go. That's what happens when you show women that you're willing to walk away. And it's such a powerful principle. It's something the majority of guys that I coach, that I do boot camps with, they haven't figured that out yet. They haven't figured out how to show that. They come across as needy, like they're trying to like push themselves on the girl. And as soon as you learn to create that space, the emotional space to let her chase you, to get her to start pursuing you, that's when everything just works amazingly well. And girls feel like they're the ones seducing you, that they're the ones who picked you up, not that you're the one picking them up. And then everything is infinitely easier. With that said, you do have to be a closer, right? Like if you're talking to a girl and she seems to possibly be into you, don't miss the opportunity by just saying, bye, have a nice day. Look how willing to walk away I am. Or you see a hot girl walking by and you think, well, look, I'm willing to walk away. I don't want to be needy by approaching. There are certain cases where being too willing to walk away isn't going to work in your favor. You do have to have the mentality like, how do I get the result I want, and be willing to take risks, to go for the close, etc. But overall, if you learn to take a step back, to show that maybe you're not interested in a woman, that's how you get them to chase you. That's how, it's like 5th grade level psychology. It's not that complicated. It's not rocket science. The vast majority of men are unwilling to do it, and that just makes it that much more powerful. It really does work, and this is something that you should definitely think about, and think about in your own recent interactions with women. Have you been following that principle, or have you been violating it, and that's led you to get flaked, or to get rejected, or to get friend zoned? Because this is one of the like core fundamentals of attraction and getting women to pursue you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button to get notified whenever I release a new video. And look, if you're serious about getting your dating life handled, then click the link below to learn about in-person coaching with me, to have me actually take you personally and guide you through the process of attracting women. Even if you've never approached a girl, even if you've never gone on a date, you would be amazed at the amount of progress you can make in one weekend, how many women you can approach, how many numbers you can get, even dates, even sometimes getting laid within the boot camp. That happens a lot because seduction isn't something that's nearly as difficult as we think it is. We just make it very difficult. But if you do a few basic things right, then you'll find that you have infinite options, that you can get a girl to come home with you, or to find a girlfriend whenever you want, and you can do that relatively easily and quickly. Although I do recommend having high standards and not just taking the first girl that you can get. Watching videos is great, but if you haven't actually been taking action, you're not getting results. This is the fastest way to change that, so make sure to check out the link below to learn more.